Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of You, Me, and He, a podcast that's had diarrhea since Easter. I'm your host, Rob Lambert, and I'm joined by my co-host.
This is Josh Frankenstein.
Including Drew Carroll.
Dude, how many different ways can you find to say it?
I'm going to run out. I'm going to move on
You
to
are
other
gonna run
languages.
out, yeah.
I'm going to move on to other languages.
Dude, has there ever been a more poignant movie quote?
Zapato, Drew Carroll.
Zapato. Isn't that shoes?
Yeah, it is shoes Drew Carroll.
Thank you, Mr. Capizoo. Nobody, only the people in Chowchilla know what that's about. Anyways, hey, has there ever been a more poignant movie quote than that one for us?
No, that's great. That's great. Yeah.
Anyways,
Don't you know I've had diarrhea since Easter?
can we just have like a salad or something? All right, we're
So
just going to
good.
end up being all nacho.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah, dude. We're going to,
so we digress. Hey, fellas, last week we talked about, well, let me change that. I tried to quickly talk about WrestleMania, and I offered up that we were going to give a little bit of spoilers. Spoilers are something that I personally hate. Like, when somebody starts to go on a rant to spoil something for me, it kills me, dude. I am spoiler free. I hate it. So, what, you got something you want to say?
I actually was a spoiler back in the day.
You're like,
yeah, you guys
took
remember
pride
when
in
you
spoiling?
remember when Ladder 49 came out?
You
No.
have always been kind of a jerk, actually, now that I think about it.
Ladder 49 with Joaquin Phoenix. He was the fireman.
I still haven't seen this.
Okay, well,
Are you
he
about to
dies at
spoil
the end. So,
Dang it, dude.
there's that.
All the more reason to go watch it.
Yeah.
The payoff at the end. Aw, Joaquin. Anyways. Dude, okay, so spoilers, dude, it just kills me. And I grew up with a mom who was able to spoil a film without exclusively spoiling it. What she would do is we'd get about 3/4 of the way through the movie, and she would go, oh. And of course, me as a kid, I'd be like, what? And then she'd be like, Bruce Willis is dead, and he's going to be able to see him. And I'm like, dang it.
That's wrong.
We'd be watching like The Usual Suspects, and she'd be like, oh, he's Kaiser Permanente. So anyways, so I thought that when I married into my wife's family, like maybe I was going to leave some of that behind me. Mm-hmm. Nay. My mother-in-law is also a spoiler. However, she spoils in a different way. She won't let on that she's seen the movie. But what she'll do is we'll be watching it. Same movies, for instance. We'll be watching it, and at the very beginning of the movie, she'll go, he sees dead people. I wonder what Bruce Willis is doing. Or we're watching The Usual Suspects, and Kevin Spacey will pop on at the very beginning of the movie, and she'll be like, I wonder who he is. Yeah, so she just spoils it every single time. So anyways, I just can't get away from it, dude. I just can't get away from the spoilers, and it kills me.
Yeah, there was a...
It's too bad somebody couldn't spoil Cliffhanger for you.
No, dude.
Yeah, and let you know, it's not good. Spoiler, not good.
Whatever, dude. No. The movie is majestic. So good.
Oh, no. Well, that's too bad, Rob. That's
Yeah,
too
dude.
bad.
Anyways.
I just decided that your family's not fun.
All right, well, there you go. So, Josh, what about you, man?
I just found out this week that I will be, from now on, putting on my resume the title of professional cat herder.
Oh, beautiful.
Here
That's
at
great.
your house.
Huh?
Here at
No. Just in general.
In
Everywhere I go on my resume is gonna have the title professional cat herder.
You got to update your LinkedIn.
So yeah, I definitely will. The reason, does anybody remember that commercial actually from a few years ago, like with
The
the
ranchers?
Cowboys? Yeah, riding the herd of cats.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's exactly what it feels like. So the reason I'm going to put this on my resume from now on as professional cat herder is I figure if people actually see it on a resume, they're going to say, I really want to talk to that guy.
Yeah.
For one, but for
Talking
two,
point. It's great.
What jobs are you applying for?
doesn't matter.
I think it does.
Yeah. Nuclear technician. Well,
There was that one time we could have used a guy like you.
yeah.
So anyway, what I was trying to get at is through my life and through my career so far, I feel like I have been in many a situation that has literally felt like herding cats. For instance, I've played in several different church bands.
Yeah.
And when it comes to church bands like that, it's definitely like herding cats, because everyone's got their own opinion, and everyone's got the right way of doing things, and trying to get everyone to like move along one path is like nearly impossible. You're just literally trying to run around the entire road without running over a cat to get it to go back on the road, like herding cats. Also, I'm coaching 2 baseball teams this season. My son's single A team and my daughter's T-ball team.
Those are the best.
Both of which is literally herding cats, because what you have to watch out for is not only are you having to coach the kid at the plate to swing the bat, but as he's swinging the bat, you have to try and make sure he doesn't hit you, but you also have to look back at the dugout to make sure the next kid with a bat isn't hitting another kid. Dude, you literally have to herd everyone together, man. And it's no better at the next level. I love those T-ball games, dude, because every single hit is like an infield home run. Yeah, dude. Yeah, no, the crowd goes wild.
Yeah, what was the score? It was like 72-71.
Yeah, dude. That basically sums up a T-ball game. And then to add to it, man, I have actually been a supervisor once in my life at the company that I work for, and I had 18 people reporting to me, and when you have that many people who work in a bargaining unit structure, sort of say. None of them care about what you have to say.
Sure.
They don't think you know anything. They're protected by the contract, and you really can't do anything to them at all. So you're basically like kind of patting them on the butt, telling them how great they are by trying to herd them all into the direction that you want them to go. So,
sounds like the band days.
Just one step away from anarchy.
Yeah, one step away from anarchy, dude. That's exactly what it feels like. So, in all of my world experience, yeah, dude, I am now a professional cat herder, and I've been herding for about 15 years now. And
good for you.
One reached up and swatted me in the face today, and got this mark today from a cat, tomcat. Anyway,
oh my gosh, dude! I feel like every one of those situations could be remedied by just getting just a bag of catnip, throwing it in the middle, and be like, partake, dudes.
Or just quit all of them.
That's true.
Or, yeah, that's probably even better, man.
Drugs or just quit. You choose.
Herding cats, man. Professional cat herder.
Right on.
I'm putting it on the resume, and I don't care what anyone says, dude. That might actually land me the nuclear technician job, actually.
There you go.
Yes, that'll get you the new gig.
There's probably a lot of cats that work there.
Sure.
Cool cats, baby.
Yes.
Whatever. Awesome.
Anyway.
Drew. What's up?
Hit me.
What you want to hear?
I want to hear all about it.
Okay, so today I was at my job doing the normal thing, dude, and this kid walks up. He has a Marvel backpack on, a Star Wars T-shirt.
Wait, were you petitioning at like a grade school or kindergarten, or where were you?
No, this was at a college, dude.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Super weird.
Was he snorting a condom?
No.
Might as well then.
Might as well be.
Anyways. Sorry.
So, and he's got his Superman hoodie.
Snacking
and
on
he
Tide
has
Pods.
Pokemon Go on his phone. So he's got a lot going on in his life, right?
Okay, so can we just one more time? So Marvel backpack, Superman hoodie. What was on the shirt?
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Pokemon
Go.
Playing Pokemon Go.
Beautiful.
So he's just walking around. We pitched him a couple times, right? And he's like, "Oh, I'm busy." We didn't know he was pokey hunting. Right? He keeps walking back and forth, and we're like, "What the heck is this kid doing?" So we pitch him every time. So finally, I was like, "Who's the best Star Wars villain?" And he's all Darth Vader, and I'm like, "Okay, you got that right."
Okay,
if you said like Darth Maul or Kylo Ren, I would have come over there and punched you in the face,
Darth Millennial.
Yeah,
as you like to call him.
Yeah, Darth Millennial, dude.
There you go.
And so this kid is like, we're sitting there talking, and everything that I ask him, dude, he's just kind of like giving me these short answers. I bring up Infinity War, and he doesn't shut up, dude. Just on and on about how great it's going to be, dude. I'm like, I saw the trailer one time.
Yeah.
One time. I don't remember that much of it. It looked awesome. I remember thinking that, And it's like, dude, step into the real world. It's not that bad. So,
but then I have to talk to people.
Sure. Yeah. So then I asked him, dude, and this is the part that really got me, because he's wearing the Star Wars shirt. And I go, dude, which movies are your favorites? And he was like,
no.
oh, the last two.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, well, how do you feel about the original 3? And he's like, oh, those are garbage.
Oh,
I'm like, dude, you're
dude.
done. You're done, dude. You cannot tell me that you're a Star Wars fan and not like the original 3.
No.
When you started,
Yeah.
I was like, this guy might be a dude I would hang out with. That's okay. We could do this.
Dude.
But when you say that,
I was expecting to unzip his bodysuit and you step out.
dang it, dude. For a second, I thought you were going to say that he loved the prequels. I was like, okay. Dang it, dude.
Yeah, so it just he probably watches WrestleMania, I would imagine. I'm sure he's also flipped his bike.
Dude, whatever. It's never going to
And
die
I
now.
bet you if I were to ask him today, if you could go back and tell yourself one thing, what would it be? He'd probably say, I'd go hang out with myself.
I wouldn't hang out with myself.
Well,
Dude,
he too would probably nosebleed all over his
What
white sandwich too.
Dude, when he was writing his name on the petition, I was like, does that say Robert? No, not Robert.
Whatever, dude. I just want to know what Pokemon he was catching. Dang it. Got to get my Gyarados. Anyway, all right. Well, hey, tonight we want to jump into, speaking of embarrassing, okay? Embarrassing Pokemon Go.
Right.
There's a lot of embarrassing going on there, yes.
Dang it. Tonight we want to get into a topic that, once again, dude, we just want to get confessional. We want to get real tonight with our bros. Okay? Cue the Celine Dion, because here we go.
Oh,
Tonight we want to talk about movies that we have cried at. Now, these are not movies that it's okay to cry at. Okay? We're not talking about your Bravehearts. We're not talking about your Saving Private Ryans. Okay? If you don't cry at those movies, there's something wrong with you. No, we're talking about movies that maybe we're a little bit embarrassed that we cried at, but we did, and we're going to share it. So let's jump in. Who wants to go first? Share your soul. Don't be afraid. Who's it going to be?
Josh. Josh.
All right, fine.
Explain yourself.
Okay, so I believe it was 2 episodes ago.
Actually, I want to hear which part.
Should I put some piano music on?
Maybe some piano music would be good. I think it was 2 weeks ago we discussed what was the main topic?
Bromance.
Bromance songs. That's right. Before we became aware of the reality of what Top Gun was about.
Yeah.
Because it had one of the greatest bromance songs of all time in it, and we've found out that I don't know what kind of bromance that actually is, man. But I cried when Goose died, man.
You cried for Goose?
I cried for Goose.
See, I feel like that's okay.
Is that okay?
Dude, Goose and Maverick, they were bros. When your bro passes away unexpectedly, you should cry. I think that's fine, man. He was married to Meg Ryan, too. I mean...
Oh, no. I cried when Maverick didn't win the award at the end.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I
Dude,
get
that one
for sure.
really got me. But the real tearjerker is when they still let him fly with the rest of his team.
It was like Rudy, dude.
No, I'm kidding. I just had to follow up that one. Okay, movie I'm actually truly ashamed of having cried at for absolutely no reason. This was a night that maybe I shouldn't justify it because then it just sounds desperate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us decide.
Yeah.
Say what you're going to say.
This happened when right after this was right after my son was born, a few years after my son was born, having kids,
Sure.
whatever. Anyway, does everybody remember the movie growing up, Hocus Pocus?
Yes.
Hocus Pocus?
Yes.
Yeah, you remember
All right,
Hocus
all right.
Pocus? All right. So at the end, after you've just gotten done going through this adventure with these kids that man, this is not starting off well.
Are you starting to cry right now?
It's okay, dude.
Teary-eyed.
Yeah. Poor Zachary Binks, man. He finally gets freed, and that's like the tear-jerking part, right? But he has to leave the family that helped set him free,
Yeah, dude.
and he gets reunited with his sister, and it's just such a touching moment. And
It's like the genie.
I'm so ashamed that I've actually cried at part of that movie, dude. It's so terrible because you look at the rest of the movie and it was really not good, but it's fun. It's a fun movie. I still enjoy it to this day. I love watching it during Halloween,
Yes,
but
yes.
I can't believe I actually cried at that part, man. I cannot believe I actually cried at that part.
It's a regular on the Halloween playlist.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I don't cry every time. I did cry once.
Can I ask you a question? Did you cry when Aladdin set the genie free? Because that's kind of the same thing, right?
Tears of joy because slavery is not okay.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Hashtag slavery's not okay. Let's just make that clear. Right?
I can't recall. What I do recall is I cried at Hocus Pocus.
Probably Casper.
Oh yeah, dude.
When he
Devin
becomes
Sawa?
a real boy.
Dude,
and
okay,
and the
but
kiss?
hey, dude,
It's
whatever
not fair.
happened to that dude?
That's a good question. Devin Sawa. What happened?
Where is he?
Conspiracy Corner.
maybe we should do one.
Also on Biggie's butt.
Oh, dude.
Joining the chain of people.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so wait, we
Holding
got
hands with Carmen Sandiego.
Tupac. We got Tupac. Did I say
Tupac?
Tupac?
Yeah,
Tupac?
Tupac. Okay,
Tupac.
let's stick with that. Tupac.
Elvis.
Carmen Sandiego. Devin Sawa.
Waldo.
Ashton
Waldo.
Kutcher.
Ashton Kutcher.
Waldo.
We wish
Okay.
Ashton Kutcher was on Biggie Smalls' butt.
That's right.
He's still here.
He's here. He's here
Oh.
on the earth.
That's too bad.
All right.
Devin Sawa.
Devin Sawa. Okay, are we saying Casper Devin Sawa or Devin Sawa
Final Destination.
1990s heartthrob Tiger Beat Devin Sawa?
Oh man.
Hanging out with JTT Devin Sawa.
Oh man.
How about Devin Sawa holding the hand of Casper also on Biggie Smalls? Good?
Yeah, that's actually magical.
Excellent. Okay.
That is
Yeah.
magical.
I love it.
That's great.
All right, dude. So Hocus Pocus. That's okay.
Yeah, Hocus Pocus.
That's good,
not my finest moment, but
Nope.
it
All right.
happened. Whatever it happened.
One of the things that happens when you have kids is you end up seeing a lot of films that maybe you wouldn't usually see. You know what I mean? You're going through your Netflix. They have something that they just catch on to for some reason. Like a few weeks ago, for me, my daughter, it was Willy Wonka. Like she just did, and it's understandable.
Wait, the original?
Yeah,
Or okay.
the original.
All
I mean,
right,
it's
all right.
understandable. Gene Wilder is like the man.
Dude,
Yeah, dude.
was yeah.
I was like, you can watch this 100 times, and I'm gonna be fine with it because I'm gonna be right there, just in a world of pure imagination. Anyway, but dude, she got there. She'll get hooked on some of these shows or some of these movies, dude, and some of them just the ending is so poignant that it just touches you. And you wouldn't have seen it without them, but she fell in love with this movie called Leap. Do you know what this is about?
I read about it on some app today.
Dude, so it takes place in France, which I'm sure you're going to love.
Where?
Yeah, I love France.
France? Paris, France?
France.
Anyway, so she's like an orphan, dude. And then she is living this hard life, but she wants to dance. She just got to dance, man.
Like
And-
Ramses?
Yeah, dude, like Ramses at the party needs to dance. So she sneaks her way. I don't want to spoil it, but she sneaks her way into this like elite ballet school. And dude, by the end, dude, her dreams,
I'm sorry,
Come true.
her wildest dreams come true,
And that's what makes you cry.
dude. And there's just this moment where you're thinking about, here's this girl who's living on the street.
Yeah.
And now she's gonna live her dream. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, dude. Just every time it gets me, I love it.
I'll have to watch it. I'll have to watch it.
I don't watch movies about France.
Dude, what do you got against Gay Paris? What's wrong?
I refuse to watch World War II epics because of France.
Dude, just watch Leap, and it'll make you want to laugh and cry and dance like a ballerina. Even as a man, as a grown man, you'll be fine. Just do it.
The
Yeah.
one Pixar film I still haven't seen to this day is Ratatouille because of France.
Oh my gosh. Dude.
You're not missing much. That movie sucked.
Dude, Ratatouille?
That movie sucked.
Dude, Ratatouille was good.
Ratatouille was terrible.
Ratatouille?
Yeah.
Patton Oswalt, dude.
Crappy.
Dude.
Oh, yeah, no. Leap, huh?
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's just.
I originally thought that was the one with Joseph something.
Stalin?
No.
No.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, and Bruce Willis was Bruce.
Oh, Looper.
Looper. That's
Very
what-
different.
Yeah.
Vastly.
When I
Not
read it
even
today, I
close.
was like, "You cried during that?"
Hey, it was kind of touching when he turned the shotgun on himself.
I guess it would have been better. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of sad.
That once, but I would submit that is once again a moment that it would be appropriate to cry.
Yeah, I think
If
so
the,
too.
if a man
Yeah.
in a moment of clarity says, wait, that sounds really. I'm going to turn a shotgun on myself. Never mind. I'm not going to say that. Moving on. True.
Okay,
Weird.
Leap. Let's leap past that one.
Oh, dang it.
I picked two movies. One you may be familiar with, the other one you may not.
Okay.
So I cried at each of these for different reasons.
Excellent.
I cried at Bruno. If you've seen it, you know why. In the first probably 10 seconds.
Oh gosh, dude.
True confessions. I've never seen Bruno.
You should.
Don't. No. Don't.
I should and don't.
No, you didn't let me finish. I was going to say you should not wait any longer.
Go now and watch Bruno. All right, we're going to pause the podcast.
And then the other one is a little bit more of a legitimate tearjerker. Beaches.
Okay.
Dude, it's
explain
sad.
yourself.
Childhood.
Beaches.
Dude.
Okay, wait. I think you should not only explain why you cried, but why you were watching beaches.
Dude, definitely.
This goes back to when I was a little kid. My mom watched that movie.
Were you a little girl?
Sometimes it made me feel that way.
Like a natural woman.
Like a natural woman.
Okay, anyway.
So my mom, she used to watch that movie a lot. And this was like, I wasn't in school yet. And this was living in Bakersfield. And I remember at the end of that movie, she would cry. And I didn't like seeing my mom cry. And it would kind of make me a
How
little
often did she watch beaches?
She watched it a few times. And then
A few times a day.
And when I was a kid, I didn't understand why she was crying, but it would make me tear up and make me a little sad. Then I watched it as an adult, and I saw why she was crying.
Oh, no.
And it made me tear up as an adult.
Excellent.
So they're childhood friends, right?
Okay, wait, spoilers?
Dude, it's from like 89 probably. There's no spoilers anymore. Most of the cast is probably dead.
Dang it.
This could possibly be an inappropriate question, but what's your bra size?
Oh, my gosh.
Anyways.
Please spoil the plot of Beaches for us. Go.
Yes. No one's going to watch it anyways. So there's these two girls, and they're like, best friends as kids.
Okay.
One of them's like the bad girl. The other one's like the good girl. She gets her to smoke a cigarette, all this kind of stuff. They go separate ways. The bad girl becomes a famous singer or popular, and then the other girl, I don't remember what she did, but she winds up, she has a kid, and then she gets diagnosed with cancer, I believe. And then
Maybe it was AIDS.
could have been, sure. that was also a popular thing in 89, so that's very possible.
That was a popular thing in 89.
AIDS was popular in the 80s. I don't think that's the right word to use for it, but
More people had it than
Everyone
now.
has AIDS.
oh my god.
So
Well,
anyways,
come on, Team America, dude.
I saw that movie a long time ago. I don't remember much of it.
Oh, that's
All
too
I
bad.
remember from Team America is that freedom cost $1.05. Anyway.
anyways, so the one girl with the kid dies, and then Bette Midler, becomes
Is Bette Midler the bad girl?
Yeah, but she's the one who sings the song.
Oh.
Oh,
at
the
the end.
song.
Yeah, dude.
What song is that, Jerry? Beaches? Is it called Beaches?
No.
No, it's not called Beaches,
Wind
dude.
Beneath My Wings.
Yes,
Oh.
when everyone knows that one, dude.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you you're my hero?
Yes, there it is, dude. Everyone knows
Oh,
that song.
dude, I'm starting to tear
Soft
up.
rock.
Just listen.
Yeah, Delilah.
Oh, Delilah is all.
Delilah tears that song up, dude.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah. Oh, you're sad? I got one for you.
Yeah.
Beaches.
Hey, listener.
Yeah, dude.
Do you need a little bit of a lift me up? I want you to know that all my listeners are the wind beneath my wings. This one's for you, Drew Carroll.
So yeah, that adds
That
up.
sounded a lot like her too, but
Dude. I moonlight on the side as Delilah.
had all the depth of Delilah.
That's right. Hey, listeners, I just want you to know that you're the wind beneath my wings. Ugh. Delilah. Anyways,
Yeah,
okay,
dude.
Man.
so good girl dies.
Yeah,
her
it's
daughter
super
goes
sad.
to live
yeah,
with the
and
bad
then the
girl.
song, comes in at the end, and it's just like this super sad.
Dude,
Yeah, dude.
Dude.
And
that sounds pretty justifiable.
why is it called Beaches?
dude, because they grew up like where they first met was like at this I don't remember if it was like a vacation spot where they met at, or like they grew up by the beach, but they like the first place they smoked a cigarette was like at
On the
the
beach.
like the boardwalk, behind all the rides and stuff, like on the beach. So everything's taking place right there.
Oh, Beachh.
Yeah,
Oh, my.
beaches. Yeah, beaches.
Everybody, I want you to watch this new movie called Beaches.
I'm sorry, I was really confused there
and,
for a
the
second.
Oscar for the best actress goes to Bette Midler in Beaches. That's ridiculous, dude. Oh my.
You found a way to make it funny.
Yeah. There's some comedy in there somewhere. That's awesome. Dude, so Beaches, man.
Beaches, dude.
Dude, Beaches makes everybody cry, dude.
Yes. Yeah. Well, did you guys cry?
Anytime you spend time with some beaches, you're gonna cry.
Anytime. If they treat you the wrong way.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Anyways. All right. Well, hey, if you have a movie that you cried at, once again, this is an opportunity to get cathartic, to share it with the world, to feel better. Hit us up on Twitter at youmehepodcast or on Instagram at youmehepodcast and just share your heart.
Share it with us.
That's right.
Share it with us.
Wait.
Oh, there it is. You guys know what that sound means.
Oh my.
It's time for the second segment of Conspiracy Corner with Josh Frankenstein. Yeah! That's right. Welcome to the second segment of Conspiracy Corner. Tonight we are going to learn about how Jennifer Lawrence is really just a time-traveling Helen Mirren. That's right.
Who's Helen Mirren?
That's a good first question. I believe.
Dang it. Helen Mirren is a British actress, and you're going to learn about her tonight.
Was she in anything popular?
Did you see the movie Red with Bruce Willis?
No.
Okay.
Didn't
I
have
can't
Morgan
help
Freeman
you.
in it?
Yeah.
It was like a bunch of old people who were
Yeah.
assassins?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I saw part
It's
of
like it's a comic book movie, actually.
There you go.
Yeah. Never saw Red.
Are they going to be in Infinity War?
You're
Helen Mirren, I think, plays Thanos. So.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she
you
does
want
possess
something-
the ability to time travel, so
If you want something done right, you have to do what you have. That was my Helen Mirren impression.
That was good.
Thank you.
you don't even know who she is.
High five.
That makes it perfect. Spot on,
Goodness.
dude.
Yeah.
All right. For those of you that are actually watching the video, we do have a photo to show you. Okay, this photo that you're looking at right now. This is half Helen Mirren and half Jennifer Lawrence.
And if you're not watching the video, just go Google Jennifer Lawrence, Helen Mirren.
Yes,
You'll
there
see
you
a
go.
split.
Thank you, Rob.
And-
You're gonna see a split photo.
All
Dude.
bad. All bad.
What do you mean all bad?
Half Helen, half Jennifer. All bad, dude.
Oh
It
my
looks
gosh.
bad.
I don't understand what's so bad. Look how uncanny that is.
That is pretty
They look,
hardcore, dude.
yeah, dude. They look almost exactly the same. Okay, so
Now let me ask you a question.
yeah.
Is this similar to last time, where the main body of evidence is that they sort of look the same?
No.
Oh, they're-
I
okay,
actually have all the research to back this up.
Because
So
I'll be
this-
honest, I'm coming in skeptical,
I got it.
but I want to believe. So hit
okay,
me.
I'm
Hit
going to
me.
make a believer of you tonight.
Love
Okay, so this theory was first posed by Jon Stewart when he was hosting Jennifer Lawrence on one of his shows before he retired. And what I love about this is that the elite always have this way of slapping us in the face with the truth, but presenting it in a way that makes us say, haha, that's funny, not believable, but it's the truth. They like to hide the truth in plain sight.
Right, exactly.
Right,
Make you
so-
think you're crazy.
Yeah, so this isn't actually a theory. This is the honest to God truth. And I'm just about to open your eyes. Okay, so
love it.
here we go. All right, so Helen Mirren was born in 1945. Okay, born at the hospital, Queen Charlotte's in Chelsea Hospital, in England. Okay, famous births that were also produced from this hospital include Benedict Cumberbatch.
Beautiful.
Okay? Played a wizard in the Avengers,
Dr.
right?
Strange.
Yeah, Doctor
Who
Strange.
also
exactly.
has control over time. Let's not forget that.
Exactly, and that's what I'm coming to. Okay, this
Oh,
this
dude.
hospital also gave birth to Daniel Radcliffe, who played a wizard,
Harry Potter.
who also traveled through time.
What is happening
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah, exactly. And this hospital also produced Misha Barton, which, by the way, it's just magical that she had a career at all.
Oh my gosh, that was awesome.
Anyway, all right.
I mean, the OC, right? What else was there?
Exactly.
Dang
Exactly. Anyway, those are some of the famous births to come out of this hospital.
Okay,
They're all linked together, as you can tell.
absolutely.
Okay, so in 1809, Queen Charlotte, who is married to King George III, becomes the patron monarch of this hospital, right? married to King George III. She's the royal family. Obviously, there's a royal link between this hospital and the birthplace of Helen Mirren, which we all know the royal family is in bed with the Rothschilds, who are all seeking global domination, right? New World Order. That's what it is. They're all in bed together. Exactly. Okay.
Wait, is NWO and Illuminati same thing? Or are they?
They are very close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great. New World Order is the generalization of trying to create, trying to create the establishment of like New World Order. But the Illuminati, the Freemasons, all that stuff, they're all in cahoots together. Okay.
They all want the same thing. Wizards
That's right.
to control the world.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Wizards to control the world. Okay. Anyway, so if you don't know this, Helen Mirren's father is actually Russian. His name is Vasily Petrovich Mironov, and he hails from Smolensk, if I say that correctly, Oblast in Russia, okay? He
Sounds
actually
right.
left Russia. This was during the time like when Russia was in cahoots with Germany, and everybody knows what was going on in Germany, right?
Oh, yeah, totally.
All the
Lederhosen
weird
and-
testing, yeah,
Oh,
all that
that,
crazy.
yes, that.
All
Okay,
that
sorry.
stuff,
That's
okay?
what we were fighting was
Yeah.
the Lederhosen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, during his time in England,
Schnitzel.
he becomes a quote-unquote civil servant
Okay.
in the Ministry of Transportation.
Oh.
No.
This is
Okay.
the Russian father of Helen Mirren
That's right.
becomes a
A
civil servant
civil servant
in the Department
in the
of
Ministry
Transportation.
of Transportation
Interesting.
in England. Come on, we all know what that's all about, right?
Yes.
I mean,
buses
high-speed
and-
rail.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
time travel, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Transportation,
Yes.
time travel, right?
That's what
Okay.
high-speed rail is.
All right. So think about this for a second. Who better to send through time than a professional liar? Helen Mirren. She's an actress.
Mm-hmm.
She can act the part of anybody,
Sure.
Anybody?
right?
Yeah.
Even Thanos.
Even Thanos.
She's a professional liar. That's the best person to send through time, man, because she can just pull the wool over your eyes. She was in the movie Red as a CIA or MI6 operative. So she possesses the skills
She
Sure.
has them all,
to
yeah.
just like cloud your judgment, right?
Wait.
This is interesting.
So if you're in a movie about the CIA, you possess the skill. So you think Matt Damon?
Absolutely.
Oh,
we will
okay.
get to him in a different conspiracy corner.
Okay.
Don't bring that up right now, okay?
Dude. No
All right.
spoilers.
She actually went on record saying that she never wanted to be a mother. So she's like the perfect candidate to continually live on through time travel.
Same
Just
life,
replicating
over and
herself,
over.
right?
Okay.
Because, I mean, someone who doesn't want to be a mother obviously would like to live as long as possible.
Sure.
So live through time travel, okay?
Okay.
Perfect candidate, okay? And she stated herself as an atheist in 1990, which, by the way, is the same year that Jennifer Lawrence was born,
Whoa.
okay? I don't know why those are linked, but they are.
There's some connection.
I'm just telling you.
Okay.
Okay. This was this was all after the Cold War. Anyway, here's where it gets crazy. This is what's gonna sell it for you guys. Okay. Jennifer's breakout role was in 2011 at the age of 21, which is really, 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 really close to the age of 22. Helen Mirren time traveled.
Sure.
Okay. I mean, came out at the same time. Okay. And Jennifer Lawrence. Does anybody remember the role that she played?
Are we talking Katniss?
No.
Everdeen?
No.
No, it was before
X-Men. First
that.
class.
Yeah, dude, as
She
the-
played Mystique.
Yes.
So
Shapeshifter.
she also can play the part of any. She's telling us right there, dude, in public, I can be anyone.
Do you
She's
think-
actually telling us she's Helen Mirren.
Do you think they used makeup for her part in Mystique, or do you think that she just used her?
Maybe
Abilities.
Helen Mirren
Reptilian.
and Jennifer Lawrence actually look like Mystique, and Mystique just takes the shape of both of them.
Oh, dude.
And that would connect to the reptilian phase, man.
This is getting.
Oh
deep.
Yeah.
my
Anyway,
gosh.
all right. We'll have to talk about that a little bit more. Okay. So she's basically telling us that she can be anyone, even Helen Mirren, right? I mean,
Right.
they look exactly the same. Look at this photo, dude. I mean, this is side by side. It could be the same person.
That's
Helen-
pretty hardcore.
Literally.
Helen-
Okay.
And how many years
This-
separate this photo?
I didn't look into that, man.
Dude,
Well,
I don't know.
We know that it's a lot because one is in
21
color and
and
one is black
22.
and white.
dude, on the
21
right,
and 22. 21 and 22.
on the right, it looks like before the party, and then on the left, it looks like after the party.
Nice. Nice. Okay. So here, get this. This is crazy. All right. Helen Mirren had a relationship with Liam Neeson back in the 80s.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
if anyone can believe that.
Dude.
Back in the 80s, she had a relationship with Liam Neeson, got his career started.
Qui-Gon, bro.
Does anybody know who Jennifer Lawrence dated when she first busted on the scene in Hollywood?
No,
Liam Hemsworth.
What?
Okay. Two Liams. She also got
Are they-
his career started. Okay. All right. So both of them started their careers at the same age, roughly,
Close enough.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, exactly. And they both started their careers with someone named Liam. Now, check this out, okay? If you add up the letters of every name between Helen Mirren, Jennifer Lawrence, Liam Neeson, Liam Hemsworth,
That's a lot.
yeah, you get a grand total, added total of 243. Okay, 243.
Is that like A equals 1, B equals 2?
No. This is like if you're looking on your phone and ABC equals 2, EFG equals 3.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
just like
sure,
that. All right,
sure.
you
Okay.
add them all up. You add all of those letters up with their numbers, and you get a grand total of 243.
Sure.
Does anybody know what 243 equals?
Would it equal?
Yeah, 3 to the power of 5. Okay, now this is
Okay.
where it gets really
Why
crazy.
would I know that?
Exactly. No one wants you to know it. That's the point. Okay.
No,
3 to
they
the power.
they tried to
3
teach me
to the
stuff like that in
5th power.
school.
3 to the 5th power
My
equals
senior year,
243.
they wanted me to take calculus, and I dropped it to be a TA. This is what I was missing out on.
Yeah.
This is exactly
dude.
what you were missing out on.
I'm sorry, Miss Seals.
3 to the 5th power equals 243. Okay. This is what's crazy. All right. If you break up 3 and 5, both of them are sacred numbers in Freemasonry.
What?
Okay. Yeah, no, it's completely insane. Check it out. All right. In Freemasonry, 3 is a sacred number representing the three valuable senses of seeing, hearing, and feeling, allowing the practice of the Freemason universal language. Like this is like the highest number that they hold in regard is the number 3.
Is the 3.
That's right.
Okay.
Is the number 3. 5 is sacred and seen as mystical, formed by the first odd and even numbers representing the rejection of unity. And it's kind of like a yin and yang thing.
Okay.
Right, so it's supposed to represent unity and disunity, or that type of thing. I could go a little bit further, but both of these are sacred numbers. It's like they're top sacred numbers. It's just interesting that 243, when you add all of these numbers together, is 3 to the 5th power, and those are the two like sacred numbers of the Freemasons, which we all know are in cahoots for world domination and world order. So you can't put it past someone to use an actress to go time traveling in order to try and work out the plan. Like, I mean, it all fits together. It's that crazy. Here's the other thing that's really weird too, is that their birthdays are separated by 3 weeks.
Whoa.
Yeah, July 26th and August 15th, 3 weeks.
Double
And
rainbow.
They were born 5 hours apart.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Same
so
hospital?
3-5 no, not the same hospital.
okay.
Come on.
Dude, that would have
Wait.
been...
It's 3 weeks and
Dude,
5 hours.
Jennifer
apart.
Lawrence wasn't born, man. She's time traveling Helen Mirren.
Oh.
Get on board.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I apologize.
Gosh, dang.
Okay,
wait.
She just states that her birthday is August
Oh,
15th.
To throw you off.
Yeah, so that it comes up with the numbers 3-5.
Okay.
All right?
Are we going to talk about whether or not we believe this now?
We will. We will get to that. I do have a couple of questions. So
Okay.
what's the end game? Like, what is Helen Mirren doing? Like, why travel forward in time?
She's the link, man. She carries all the information from the past to the future so that they can talk together. Didn't you see X-Men Days of Futures Past?
No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
She's the link, man. What? Gosh, dang.
Dude, I'm sorry. I
That's
I'm
apologize.
talking to a
surprising to
bunch of
me.
amateurs here.
I didn't really like the X-Men movies. I thought they sucked. But that's
dude.
just me.
X-Men Days of Future Past was really good. And it totally went in line with
Wait.
what I'm trying to say, but now I can't even talk to you about it
Okay.
because you don't know what I'm talking about.
So what you're saying is that Helen Mirren, a.k.a. Jennifer Lawrence, is sort of like a living archive that is traveling through
Now
time,
you're getting it.
that is carrying with her all of the information that will help the Illuminati, the NWO, the Freemasons to conquer, take over, install the New World Order.
That's right. And
Holy
dude,
So-
she is something generations are built on.
This,
That's what's crazy.
What?
Yeah.
so the Helen Mirren lady, she's still alive.
Yeah.
So has anyone ever seen her and Jennifer Lawrence in the same place at the same
That's
time?
what's crazy. No.
Whoa, dude.
Yep.
Okay. Drew,
What?
I'm sure like me, you came into this as a skeptic.
Yes.
Where do you leave? Skeptic or believer?
Dude, I think he's out of his mind.
That was his answer last time, man. That's
No, that
not
was
fair.
That was his.
That was
yeah,
my answer last
That's
time.
what I'm saying. That was his answer last time.
Oh, yeah.
That's not fair.
Last time I believed you.
Okay.
This time I'm calling your job and letting him know what you're doing with your time there.
I didn't do it while I was at work, man.
Okay.
Gosh.
Here's what I will say. When I saw the photo, I thought, is this another Taylor Swift, Zena LeVay? Because I left out of that one thinking, Josh, you friggin' nuts. But when I asked you, Josh Frankenstein is the only piece of evidence you have that they look the same again, you said no. You then took me down a rabbit hole.
That's right.
You connected some dots.
Red pill or blue pill?
Right. You connected some dots that I was not expecting you to connect, and especially this idea of Jennifer Lawrence being a living
archive,
traveling through time to preserve the NWO. Bro, I think I'm a believer, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I think I
got
moved.
one.
You're
right.
Over.
You're right. What was I thinking? There's no holes in that story. I'm gonna go home.
Dude, this is solid, man. I mean, look at all the evidence that I wrote down.
That's all. You should take pictures of his
Come
written
on.
stuff for
social
this
media.
This is how he breaks down conspiracies.
But hang on. Last time we talked about a conspiracy corner, the only piece of evidence was basically that they kind of look the same, and you were on board. This time he is taking you
brought actual evidence
to the
man.
brink, and you're telling me that
I'm giving you dates. I'm giving you numbers. I'm giving you facts.
He's giving you Benedict Cumberbatch. Dude, all I'm saying is you piqued my interest.
That's right.
That's very they definitely
it's uncanny, bro.
The bangs
I'm
are
telling
different.
you, dude. Anyway,
like the X-Men.
Let us know what you think on social media, but you have just experienced another segment of Conspiracy Corner with Josh Frankenstein.
That's awesome.
Dude, yeah,
See, he's speechless. He doesn't even know what to think anymore. Hey, yeah, if we want to hear what you think, take a look at that photo. Take a look at all this evidence. Chime in on social media at youmehepodcast on Twitter, at youmehepodcast on Instagram. Dude, opening eyes, man.
Welcome.
Dude.
Welcome, my friend.
I'm woke, bro.
Yes.
So woke.
You
right
can't
glad I
trust
could
a
awaken
guy
you.
who wears sunglasses.
Dude, he wears sunglasses at night so he can see the visions in his dreams. This was established a long time ago. It's fine. Now, he does kind of look like the Unabomber, but it's cool, dude. It's fun.
Dude, if he finished out that beard, he is the Unabomber.
Dude, it's all right. He's good. He's only dropping bombs of truth.
That's right.
Now,
of knowledge.
That's right.
Yeah.
Of knowledge.
Let me hit you with some knowledge. Okay, so, fellas, after all that we've talked about, and we've talked about a lot of awesome things tonight, eye-opening things.
That's right.
Let's take it to Socrates. What wisdom, what advice would you give to younger you in light of everything we talked about tonight?
Don't watch beaches, man.
You know what? After you've said that, yeah, I agree. Don't go watch beaches.
There's a lot of movies that your parents are going to tell you to close your eyes or look away. This is one of them you should have.
They're not going to tell you, but do it.
No.
That's awesome. Josh, what about you, man?
Oh, no, that was mine too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just don't watch
yeah. For all of us, don't watch beaches.
Yeah, I think that just about sums it up.
Dude, I just remember my senior year of high school. I was in pre-calculus with Miss Berrigan.
Okay.
And I decided to drop that class and become a TA for Miss Seals. Because I was just going to coast, baby. I had my math requirement out of the way. Now I'm thinking I should have stayed because that sacred math would have changed everything
That's
for
right.
me. So I would just go back to that classroom and I'd slap that class change thing out of my hand and just say, no, someday you're going to uncover a plot by the NWO and Helen Mirren. I don't know why I'm talking like this. I'm a time traveler. Trust me. Anyways. Hey, so we just want to say thanks to everybody who's been listening and supporting the show. Make sure you're leaving those reviews on Apple Podcasts and iTunes. Thanks to Josh, man.
That's right.
For opening our eyes.
You're welcome, world.
That's right. You're just giving gifts.
I'm just happy I got to see that picture.
Yeah. It's good stuff right there.
That was
Just
awesome. Dude,
let
you're
that-
just the worst, dude.
let that take you into dreamland tonight. Hey, we just want to say thanks again. And hey, till next time, I am your host, Rob Lambert.
This is Josh Frankenstein.
Drew Carroll.
Have a good night.